It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Hawks and the Niners, and it comes your way next.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Everyone, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me as always, Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Smith on first down. He completes this to Walker. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the 50, it's Smith. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and 15 now. Smith, left side here. That's the tight end Fan.
It's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Geno now to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Now Geno on 1st down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. A first carry of the ball game for DJ Dallas. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Geno. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Straight ahead, Walker. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Now Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. From 21 yards away. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader. And that's Brock Purdy.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave it. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Geno Smith getting ready to go again here on offense. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, here's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Room here to run. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. From the 35 on 2nd down, Smith escaping the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He completes it. They've got a 1st down. And they're able to pick up the 1st and keep possession. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
I'm well aware this is not basketball, but this feels like full court pressure, Never getting out of that the entire time. Just stay on top of them. With that lead, go ahead and fake it and continue to try and build on it.
Yeah, first half, as you said, you've got that lead, but they want a bigger cushion here. They're hitting the gas pedal hard. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. And Walker has it. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 9. To throw is Smith. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Smith. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again is Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Smith. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On first down, Purdy. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
After the interception, here's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Dig down deep. Let's go now. Let's go. It's one play at a time, man.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. A final shot before break. Purdy. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. First up, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Seahawks in that first half. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Niners, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. is going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing here, Purdy. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle, dances by him. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. And the grab by Croft. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Purdy looking to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's Purdy. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Gold is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. This complete to Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Let's go now. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's do it. This is your game, baby.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Geno now to throw. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
This one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
Still 1st down.
Purdy now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Geno. This one into the hands of Metcalf. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith. Looking sideline, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Smith. And incomplete on the a deep ball. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Well,
and that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to keep this again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper in 2nd down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Purdy sets up to throw again. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
From the shotgun, this will be Dallas. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Straight ahead running. Here's Dallas.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
So the victory here for Seattle.
And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their 1st half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the 1st half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.